Hello, stream. Can y'all hear me? Welcome on in. I don't know if you're watching long landscape or if you're watching portrait, so please let me know. I'm just curious. Which one are you watching through? Are you watching it through landscape or are you watching it through portrait mode? I'm just curious. I also wanted to figure out how to set it up so that the chat can be seen. Portrait? Yeah, portrait's like selfie mode. At least that's what I would call it. I'm trying to see how to set up the dual chat on the screen. Like, I'm still kind of rusty with the live streaming thing. Because I would love for everyone to be able to see it on... Let's see. Let me figure this out real quickly. I go to... You're excited to watch? I'm so excited to have you here. Let me try to set up this multi-chat thing real quickly. I started using a new streaming type of service through OBS called Stream Elements, and I'm still kind of figuring out the details, so I'm trying to make sure I can get the dual chat, because I definitely want to be able to have the dual chat on, at least for the main, like the landscape. I can't talk apparently. How do I do that? Let's see, overlays, chat overlay. I probably should have tested this before, but it is what it is. So I would love to be able to have it set up to where you can see the chat on the screen, at least for the portrait, or not portrait, landscape mode. But so far I don't see it. Let's see. Is there a way to set it up? Let me see if I can search it up. How to set up multi-chat using OBS and stream elements. Let's see if I can figure it out. Go to channel settings. Let's see. Go to the multi-streaming panel dot. Let's see. Sorry, it's been a while. I mean, I don't stream very frequently, so I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of it. Oh, what was that notification? Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Let's see. How do I do the widget? Okay, clearly that does not give me the answers there. Man. Maybe it's under elements. No, overlays. Properties. New overlay. I'm going to try to make a new overlay. Let's see. Ah, stream tools. Your stream chat in real time. Let's do that. Maybe this will set it up. I don't see it. I might just have to go without having it on my screen. Because I do want to definitely get started. Let me go to this one. Let me copy this overlay. Yes, hello Martha from Twitch, and you're new to the channel. What I'm going to do in this stream, so I'm going to be doing some creative planning for my hardcore world. That's the goal for today. I think I'm going to like just go without the chat for now and just go straight into playing just because it's I'm having trouble figuring it out. So basically in a few probably like 3 episodes ago, episode 10, we just put out episode 11 and I'm working on episode 12 right now. I had put out this little village that I made. And I didn't finish the village. I built half of it, and then there's some parts in the video that I did not include. I'm actually going to turn off shaders for the time being, just because it makes it easier for me to be able to actually see what I'm working with. Because even though I love using shaders for just the making everything all pretty, shaders really aren't the best for actually seeing if a build looks good. So in the video that I had made, we created this stable. We created this little house, which has no interior, so we could still work on that. We created this house slash property. Oh, my FOV is still really... Let me fix my FOV back to normal. Okay, that's better. We built this house, which is also a shop. We built this house. We built this well. We built this kind of like apartment deal. And we built this church, which I love this church. This church is absolutely gorgeous. Like, if you turn on... Well, it's kind of dark in here right now, but if you turn on shaders and it's like... Let's see. There's certain times of day where it looks extra pretty. And also, I can barely see my screen right now because I got blinds open, which... I like having blinds open for the sunlight, but it makes it hard to see my screen. Oops, did not mean to do that. Anyway, I built this church. I don't know what time of day gives it the best lighting. I feel like the sunset light gives it the best. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you, Martha? So anyway, this is what we're working with. We've already built some of it. And there's some parts that I've built but I didn't do in my video yet. So honestly, if you're watching this stream, you get little spoilers for a future video. But I had also made this thing called the Treasure Cove. I don't remember if I finished it. I'm going to turn off shaders so you can see it better. But I had made this little, like, store with weird things. Kind of the idea is that it's just weird finds and such. And it really doesn't have an upstairs, so we could do, like, storage up here or something. It does have a downstairs, which I kind of was, like, giving off. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. So this is kind of like a little weird basement that has stuff. I might want to include like some random items on these, but has like heads, has banners, all kind of weird. I want to make this like a fish tank with actual fish in it. Got another dried ghast, which I have multiple dried ghasts and I know how to get them easily now, which is awesome. And then it has this little extra exit. How am I good at building? Well, I started playing Minecraft in 2020 and through a lot of practice and also just, oh, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Through a lot of practice and just watching different Minecraft YouTubers, I developed my style. Here we have Pat's Sales. It's kind of a damp looking building. So here's like an order board I made, which it has like, you know, different people's orders. So someone named Nico Graham, I don't know, came up with that name, wants some small sales for a little boat. The townspeople of Merlite want a town banner. This is where you dip your banner, and this is where you rinse it. Has some banners in the works right now. Another one that he's, I guess, sewing together. So that's their little house. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you, Martha. And then is my... Oh, let me put this back down here. And this is a little dock. I would love to add like a couple little merchant shops, like small shops here. For the underwater part, I made it spruce instead of oak. And then we also have this tavern / inn that I've already built. It's very cozy, very simple. Like there's a couch here. There's a little desk, a little fire, some books for reading. And if you go up here, we have another little bench. We got another little fire to keep the upstairs warm. And then we have these like little tiny hotel rooms. This one's really tiny. And then this one is also really tiny. This is a blue theme, as you can see. And that one was like a... I mean, I think I went with the blue theme for most of them. Kind of because it's by the ocean. This is a little bigger one. Another seat. And here's another larger one. And someone... The idea is that someone actually is here right now and is writing. Maybe they're an adventurer. I don't know. So that's that. And they gave me a chance to use some of these weird, massive paintings, which is awesome. Also, this detail with the, oops, that's awkward. This detail with the pale moss carpet, I love. So really what we have to build, so I also have this little tiny dock, which is for residents, so like resident boats going out. So I don't know how much of this I'll do today, but I'm definitely going to be working on this. I want to add some, like a custom boat. So I kind of like did some terraforming down here. I also want to make my idea is that this is like a boat building area. And I want to add like mud or something, kind of make this like a way where they pull them up to like repair them and things like that. And then up here, this is where the person's gonna live. And then in here, we have some market stalls because that's kind of like the main area. Because the idea is that when people come here, like tourists and people that aren't from here, they have to come through here. where they are instantly wanting to like potentially buy some sales or go to this odd shop and buy things. Or they can go this way so that they can go and get a room to stay in. Or they can go and like buy stuff or barter. That's kind of the idea of why I designed it like that. And all this brown is pathing. And then as you go into the town, it's more of the actual people that live here, like the residents. Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I already said that. Here we have like a little mini olive tree. That's my thinking of what it is, at least. Oh, that's an issue. Stupid Enderman. Oh, my nose is itchy. That is supposed to be sealed like that. And then there's lots of room for little details. Like, I didn't fully fill out the space. I know that here I want to make this like a cold storage because it kind of leads into this snow cave, which is pretty cool. And then up here I want to make a butcher shop. So this is kind of where he, you know, a guy, some sort of butcher lives. And then he's going to have his cows here. I'm thinking we'll either do normal style of cows or that the cows will be like the warm variants. I figured either of those could be good options for the cows. And yeah. So that's kind of what we're going for today. Just creative planning. So let's see. Let me check something real quickly and plug in my phone. My phone's at 39%. I swear, I need a new phone. This battery goes down so quickly. All right. Let's go and... Sorry, I'm just checking a couple things real quickly. I'm gonna drink this. I got McDonald's earlier for lunch. Where do we want to start? If anyone's in the chat, any recommendations on where you think we should get started? I also have this empty space here, and I don't know what to do with this empty space here. I really don't. I honestly think I have stone around this field. Stone around the other field might look nice. Maybe some... Ooh, I haven't really used any of the tall grass. Let me get some little details. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. Especially since we're, like, along the coast. And I also have plans where I want to completely transform this cliffside. With, like, a custom... sort of, custom rock palette. I don't know what type of rock palette, though. And then I can, like, copy it with this one a little bit and make it go along here. Kind of like the waves clashing against it. Alright. I suppose we can start with some little market stalls. Let's look at all of our colors we have here. What style? What colors do I want? I was thinking maybe bamboo. Or not bamboo, jungle. I misspoke. Or tough. Let me see. I'm thinking that the wood would make more sense. So let's just start by adding like 3 tall. And then I saw one cool idea where it kind of goes like in a triangle shape. So it goes down. If we do that, we might want to make this one taller. On all of them, that could be cool. I wish we had the wool stairs. They haven't come in yet, but I am so excited for that update. I'm just kind of looking at some pictures online to give me a little bit of inspo for what to do. I honestly really like the style where it's slanted. I think I'm going to go with that. So we need some wool. Or really just colors. Ooh, I know it'd be fun. It'd be fun if we did kind of pick with the theme of the town. With the turquoise and the yellow. That could be cute. We could definitely utilize some of the bamboo as well. We could probably include some warped wood as well. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Just dropped my warped stuff. Where are our not planks, our trapdoors? Hello, Aizen, Sasuke Aizen. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered it. Thank you for popping in the stream. We are just doing some creative planning for my hardcore world. Super fun. I'm just kind of trying to organize my inventory right now to include the blocks I might want to use for our creative planning. And I might want to use some wool as well, just thrown in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's actually my first town that I've built, so I'm really excited about it. Those could be nice colors to complement it, and white as well. So I'm thinking we'll include some that are the bamboo, some that are the warped. I haven't quite decided how it'll look, but I do kind of like the idea of mixing in the jungle with it. I think the jungle is kind of fun. Let's see how the corners look. And then we will include our wool, our yellow wool, which I want to throw in some white wool just to break it up. Yeah, that's cute. This will be honestly so amazing with the wool stairs. Like, if we had the wool stairs already, I think that would elevate how this looks so much. Let's see, do I like that? That's actually pretty cute. Let me walk around as if I'm a... Whoa, why is my... Okay, my keyboard's being weird. I think it's running low on battery. I'm literally not... I'm not touching it. Let me turn this off. When this keyboard is running low on battery, it gets really janky. I'm glad it wasn't running low on battery when I was defeating the Ender Dragon and crossing over the void. That would have been really bad. So I wonder how it would look if we kind of did some color that kind of just contrasted. How that would look. Oh, not like that. Oops, contrasted. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking so fast. Would that be kind of a fun twist on it? Oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to keep this one more generic with just the colors it's quote-unquote supposed to match with. But I do like that idea of kind of flipping it and making it so it's the opposite. That could be a fun little thing. Now the question is, do I make this also the base? Like that? No, I don't like that. Never mind. Make it like that. Yeah, I'm thinking, or that. Definitely the flat one. Flat like that. And that kind of gives it a fun little background. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's fun. That's cute. I don't know if I'm feeling the wood, though, now. I might have to change the wood type. Or maybe make it darker. Or maybe I just go with the classic. The classic look with just the fences. Yeah, I think the fences just look better. Your hoodie looks... What does my hoodie look like? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Honestly, I feel like the warped block or the warped wood is just an underrated wood type. These are cute. I like how these look so far. Yeah, those are cute so far. Now, I want to maybe try to do like one of those inverted looks where we have our like one color for the base and then we change it to the other color for the look, like just as like a fun little twist. I'm gonna see how this looks and decide whether we're gonna keep it or not. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. Kind of fun, changes it up, but if we're gonna do that, I think we need to include the signs to kind of tie it all together. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I like that. I like using the signs to kind of connect them. That looks cute. And for these ones, we're going to keep it the same across the board. And so these are also going to have the signs, but they're going to match the colors instead. That's really cute. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. And even though we have one inverted one, I don't want it to be like, oh, we have two regular, two inverted. I think we're going to make this one regular. We could do it with the white being on the outside, though. As a fun little twist on it. My nose is itchy. Kind of just to like change it up a little bit so it's not quite the same, but it's close to the same. I think that's good. And honestly, when that update comes in the fall with the biome and the wool stairs and slabs, I definitely think I'll probably come back and add in the slabs or the stairs to smooth it out even more. I'm not going to do it for now. I'm just going to leave it, but I think that'll be a really nice addition. Okay, those are good bases for our little huts. Thinking maybe we do something like this. I wish trapdoors kind of connected. That would be nice. But we could just kind of... Nope, not like that. Oh, wait, actually, yes. No, not like that. I guess we could just do that. Or he go with the kind of classic look of it. And then maybe make the base our regular bamboo. And then we might be able to do that. I wouldn't mind if a villager could actually be in this as well. And for that to happen, we are going to need to make it villager proof, so to speak. Villager can't get in through there. I like that. I really like that design. And we could just do the fence gates on the side, but then add our trapdoors. Because then I can't get in, villagers can't get out, and it looks nice. I think that looks nice. Ooh. I wonder if it could be kind of cool to make like this like a wall. Kind of as like a protection from the sun. Wait, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I don't know, I like that. I haven't seen that done before. Oh, look, it's the teacher streamer. Good morning, teacher. I don't know who you are, nor is it morning time. At least not for me. If you are one of my former students, hello. I wonder where you'd have to be in order to be in a different time zone. Or for it to be morning for you. I don't know. All right. Thank you. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking, and that kind of like blocks it from the sun. I know the sun rises over the mountain and settles here, but maybe it kind of protects him from the how do I give me 1 second. Enable. Let's see. / game rule. Do. Okay. Is that no longer command? I swear that's the command. Oh, you watched. Oh, yeah, your name does look familiar. Your name does look familiar. See, that used to be the command, but now it seems like it's not. Oh, they changed it. Game rule. Minecraft. Advanced time. True. I want to enable day and night. And then you'll be able to see. Now the sun's going to start to set in the west, right? That's west. South. Wait, the sun should set over here then. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. I don't know if that's actually how it works in Minecraft. It might be different in Minecraft. Okay. Distractions aside. The only downside of having this here, like having this down here, is that I can't place anything on it. So what I might have to do is set this up like so. That's so I can do stuff there. And then do that so that the villager won't be able to get out, but it can see, they can get in and out like this. I wish I could, whoa, I don't know what I just said. I wish I could keep it like this, but unfortunately it needs to be able to have no villagers coming in and out. I guess I could make this one higher and then they can't get out. That kind of adds some depth to it as well. And then this is kind of adds some support, but if I do the support there, I also should do the support. It won't work. Man. I was going to say do the support here, but then that gets rid of my cool little design here. Unless... that would work. And then I can have that added support to kind of look like it has some little support there. And villagers can't get in and out. I don't think they'll be able to get in. But I don't think they'll be able to open this and get out. Let's test it. Not with that. Let's get our villager. And let me test this out. Oh, awkward. He might not be able to path find his way to open that. He might not be able to do that. So he might be fine in there. But it is really fun to have the villagers. I don't think he can get out. He's spazzing out a little bit though. Bro, it's okay. You don't need to spaz out. Cool. I really like that. I think that's super fun. And look, the sun's beginning to set. Put on shaders. Oh, this is nice and shaded, which is actually really cool. I love this village. This village is so fun. All right. Now for this one. I don't want to do everything the same on all of them. I want them to all be a little bit different potentially. So we can start off by maybe adding some support like so. And then maybe some pale oak for now. And then once we get... oh yeah, that's nice. It kind of blends in. And then once the slabs come in, we can replace it. And we can replace this with wall stairs. Or keep it like that, just for the consistency. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And yeah, I think this will look better with the wall in the future. I think that'll be fun. So, that's a little cool way to change it up. And then here, maybe here I'll do... it is getting dark because I wanted to look at the world with the sunrise. Cool, the villager can't get out. Me really quickly, I know I'm in creative and I can change the time to myself. I am going to take a little nap. Once it'll let me. So I have this mod called Atmospherics that literally makes this look so good. I usually keep the gamma pretty low at like 60. Just for the like spooky kind of atmospheric vibes. Wow, this is really dark. Hello, Mixer Whips. Welcome to the stream. All right, so what I wanted to show was this world with shaders. Like, look how pretty this is. Here, I'm gonna pause the time in the morning because it just looks so pretty. You just got a sub and a like. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Anyway, back without shaders because I will continue to stand on this point that ultimately you typically do better at building when you don't have shaders on because it shows more of what the world actually looks like. Fun little fact for you. All right, this one, we're going to keep it really simple. even though a villager can get out like this. And so an easy solution is to just add... Oh, wait, can they still get out like that? Ooh, if I can get out, they might be able to get out there too. Yeah, because that's like 3 blocks. No, I don't like that. We could just do that again, because that works. They can still get out here. But now they can't. So we'll put this here. I like that, because it kind of keeps with it. Also, I do want to test out the sign here instead. Okay, we have the sign, and then we have the trap door. Which one looks better? Alright, chat, what do you think? Which one looks better? The signs or the trap doors in the corner? Any opinions out there? Anyone watching want to give their piece on what you think looks better? Okay, this villager is kind of getting annoying. Oh, and he dropped his head. Ooh. What do we think? Trapdoor? Or sorry, trapdoor or signs? I don't even know if anyone's watching right now, but if anyone's watching, what do we think? Here, let me see if I can get the husband in here. We'll leave it for now. Hello.
Hi.
Alright, I want your opinion.
Okay.
Do you think the signs or the trapdoors in the corner look better?
Trapdoors.
Thank you.
No problem. Do you know where my comb is?
On the couch?
I already looked.
I don't know. Hello, welcome to the stream, Luna. Thank you for coming in. We could go for the trapdoors on the side to kind of keep it consistent. That's kind of cute. How's my stream going? I'd say it's going pretty well. I'm just doing some creative planning for my hardcore world. Okay, villager should not be able to get out of that. Do I want to put a sign here? Yeah, you can say something as long as it's, you know, family friendly and things like that. And not controversial. I'm going to keep it like that. All right. I like how that looks. It's very cute. And I wonder... Do I have Bedrock Edition? Technically I do, but I play on Java. Thank you for offering. I don't really need anything at the time. I usually get my little sister to do most of my work, like my designs and stuff, because she's the one that made my profile picture. She's the one that made my banner as well, but thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm looking this way because this is where the chat is, but this is where the camera is. It's okay. I'm not really looking into doing anything like that for now. Thank you for offering, though. Okay. Number 2 is done, and we'll decide what they sell at each of these later. So we got this one, and this one. I also wouldn't mind getting some, I think gravel. Replacing the floor with gravel. Kind of in these, and maybe like throw in some coarse dirt. And then to kind of have it match with the rest of our area, get some sand as well. The sand more, did not mean to do that. Kind of to show that, you know, the path kind of has gotten in here a little bit. Yep, we are playing Minecraft, Doodle Nation. Thank you for coming in. We'll do the same here with our gravel, our sand, and our coarse dirt. We'll do a little bit of coarse dirt, mainly gravel. And then a little bit of sand. Not the usual kind of flooring I do, but I feel like since these are little stations where people like set up and sell things, I feel like as they're walking in here, they're gonna get some sand in the mix, but there's also gonna be, since this is all grass around here, and there's stone, this used to be a stony shore actually, that it's kind of broken down, lots of foot traffic, so that's kind of my idea here. And we could probably even throw it in here a little bit. To kind of make it look a little bit more natural into the landscape. Yeah. Kind of like that. I like that because I think that makes it more grounded into the area rather than just like random gravel somewhere. Hello, Firefox girl. Welcome to the stream. We are creative planning for my hardcore world. Right now I'm making these little huts for my coastal village. How am I today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I keep on looking this way because the chat's this way, but I should look at the camera. How are you today? All right, for this one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Maybe let's just keep this really basic. Then in the front, maybe we can make the front a little bit more open. Oh, but those don't connect. I forget it does that. Like that. I'm glad you're doing well. And even though with the other one we did the corners as trapdoors, for this one, just to change it up, we'll do the signs. But we'll kind of connect it in so it blends a little bit. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Then we can come in easily. And now we gotta villager proof this one. And even though it seems kind of basic, I might just go for the warped fences. Before I did the warped fence gates. Maybe I'll just do warped fence gates. Or keep it a little different with it. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the stream. We are just creative planning for my hardcore world. We're creative planning for a coastal village that I started building a while ago, and we're kind of just adding, really working on the other half. What if I do that? I kind of like that. Oh my goodness. How do you turn into creative as in hardcore? So basically how oh my gosh, my nose is really itchy now. How I do this, sorry, my allergies are kicking my behind right now. Essentially, and I'll even show you real quickly. Yes, I know. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna quit this world. I have a hardcore world right here, okay? This is my actual hardcore world. Like, if I die in this world, I will literally be dead. I will be dead if I die in this world. So what I do is I make a copy of the world. And then, wow, wait. That'd be so cool to, like, add something here. That's great, like, framing. Sorry. Side note. If I were to make a copy of this, then you have to get, it'll still be hardcore, the copy. But so how I fix that is that I make a creative world. So I have a creative test world, for example. And it has level data is what it's called. And with that level data, I get the level data, it's like a file, and then I put that file into the world, and it replaces the hardcore file, and that makes it creative mode, like this. So, you have a hardcore server, and you finish the whole game with ending with right armor, and then you ended off there with the light. I actually, in my episode I'm editing right now, I defeated the dragon, and like I made sure my armor was all good and made sure my tools were all good, and then I defeated the dragon, got an elytra, etc. So I did do that recently, which is pretty cool. I mean, it really just takes a lot of practice, in my opinion. Like, when it comes to surviving in hardcore, you really just gotta... You just gotta practice. I didn't used to play hardcore mode. I used to play just regular survival, and then I wanted to challenge myself with hardcore mode, and so I did that. And this is actually my only hardcore world that I've played in for a long time. I played in, like, a hardcore world, like, years ago, back when Luke the Notable was doing it all. Oh, hello, Yuki. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. But as I was saying, is I saw him, so I tried hardcore, but then I didn't do anything, so I was terrified I was gonna die, so I stopped. Then years later, I decided to go give it a try with this world. After I had another series on YouTube where I didn't die until I defeated the dragon, because I was trying to get dragon's breath and didn't jump out of the dragon's breath in enough time. So I was like, oh, if I can survive that long in a normal hard mode, not hardcore mode, then I think I can handle hardcore mode. I have a totem and everything now as well. So yeah. It just takes time. It takes time and practice. So you'll get there someday. For anyone that's tuning in, we are building in our hardcore creative copy. We are finishing up this coastal village that I started making in a video recently, like episode 10 of my series, and then I am getting back to it right now. So I'm just creating this little center for all these tents. All right. I kind of like the contrast. That one's really fun. And I like how this one has the white on the outside. That's a fun little switcheroo. So far we have this one with our trapdoors in the front and limited counter space. Got this one with a lot of counter space. This one's very generic. And this one has no stairs. Maybe this one. Maybe I could get some hanging signs. That could be a fun little thing. If I do hanging signs with the idea I have in mind, I will not be able to put villagers in this. But my idea, you know, hanging signs are so expensive. My idea is to maybe do a hanging sign. You gotta go? That's okay. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you want to, you can leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, and for this one, let's just do... Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the compliments. Just as a fun little thing to change it up. That's cute! That's so fun! I like that. That's really cool. And we'll do the same here. Oh. Clearly, this one will not be villager proof. I think they can just, yeah, they can walk straight through it. So this one will not have a villager in it. Maybe we'll put like a dog or a cat in it instead. That's so fun. Wait, no. Nope, I don't want it like that. I want it to hang off of this one. There we go. That's a fun little way to change it up from the others. I mean, it's not, you know, mob-proof by any means. I don't think I can put anything there. The only other option would be to do this at the bottom. That could work. And a villager could probably open that, yeah. So we could do that. That's pretty fun. That's actually still pretty fun. And I'm going to go for the generic style here, except maybe this time I'll go back to the slab. And then well, let's stick with the generic. And the villager should not, yeah, villager cannot get out of this. They can try, but they won't succeed. Look at your previous comment. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. I talked about it. I brought it up. All right. So now let's get our sand, our coarse dirt, and our gravel back out. There we go. You have a seed is Faye thumbs up. I'm not quite sure I understand what you're saying. Sorry. Ooh, I saw something that could be fun. They can't open gates, only doors. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm thinking it could be fun to include some glazed terracotta. So I'm going to take out a few different versions. See if I can make a fun pattern. Okay. I don't know, this could be a terrible idea. Nope. If I'm not wrong, it's done. It's a medieval village. Yes, this is a medieval village. That's cute. I like that. That's kind of fun. Kind of as like a town center. And then with that, we need like a color to tie it all together. Color picker. Nope, I did the wrong thing. Let's see, what could go with a light blue? That... something that I can get currently in my world. It's not an abandoned village. The idea is that it's like alive and well. People are actively there, but cool idea to make it like have some zombies and skeletons. I don't have any ochre frog lights, but that'd be fun. That'd be cool. Maybe it's just some smooth sandstone? Maybe that could be a good way to transition it. No, that's not quite. Maybe slightly more blue. Ow, my earrings are hurting. Let me take those out real quickly. I don't have any prismarines, so I can't really do that one. I could try some end stone. It might be a little too yellow. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, that's too yellow, or a different type of yellow. The sand could be good. So I do love the idea of having like a fun little bit of color. I don't know. I never really... Even wait a second. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's better. Okay. I kind of like that. That's fun. Let me see if I can clone it. That could be kind of fun. And then let's maybe move one to a pre-existing part. Oh, like this little corner could be, this little section could be good. Yeah, I like that. Obviously, I'll have to change that back and fix it. See if there's any other sections. Oh, at the entrance. Like right there. Ah, that's so fun. I love that. Just these little like centers of the town. All right, let's go back to normal mode. Okay. Now we just need to mix it. Oh, shoot. That's awkward. It's okay. Let me make sure this isn't gonna fall through the ground so that when I'm trying to recreate this, I'd hate for it to just fall through. Okay. Yep. 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 All right. So let me incorporate this back in. Oh, that's awkward. I missed one. That's such a fun little center. I really like that. It's like a nice central location right before the church. Yeah. And we gotta fix this one. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do our... I don't even remember what I had here before. Oh, that one's annoying. I'm doing it anyway. That's so fun. No, you're all good, Amanda Madison. That's all fine. As long as it's appropriate in English and I can know what you're saying. Cool. That's such a fun design. Yay. Let's get rid of this illegal grass. I really like that. It really adds some... It adds just some nice... It just adds some nice detail. All right. Now that part is done. We've built our little market stalls. Does anyone have any recommendations for what they would like the market stalls to be? Like, we could do a fun little meat one. That could be kind of gross and fun at the same time. We could do, let's see, what would be a good meat block? Soul soil could be a good meat. Dripstone could be a good meat as well. Oh, fish. Fish. Copper could be, raw copper could totally be a fish. Like being sold. Now, one thing we will have to do, I'm thinking maybe this one can be our fish stand. That sounds weird to say out loud. But the only thing is, I think we'll have to, like, hang the fish from, like, the side. Like, maybe, like, here we hang the fish. That could be fish. Like a big chunky fish. Sure. Okay, we're selling fish here. So I might also want to... I might also want to grab these and place them one out. That's so we can maybe have like a bucket of fish. Or like a cauldron. A cauldron with water. That's kind of like... This is where we could have fish. Someone griefed your whole spawn? I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks. That's the downside. Like, if you are letting, like, just anyone into a server, you're gonna be at risk for griefing, unfortunately, because people just don't respect people's things. Alright, we're gonna make a bucket of fish here. And then... maybe they... Maybe they have a little bit of storage of some fish in the back, kind of out of the way. I don't know, just thinking. What could be another fish? I don't think I have any raw gold, so I can't use raw gold as fish. Oh, wait. Maybe another quartz ore could be good as, like, fish bones. Maybe one of his, some of his fish didn't survive. I like that idea. Alright, we got a bucket of fish. Want to see the bucket of fish, honey?
What?
Want to see the bucket of fish? Oh, I like how your hair looks.
Well, I can't find my comb.
This is the bucket of fish. and they're selling a big chungus fish right here.
Okay.
What do you think? You banned them. Well, that makes sense. If someone's gonna grief your spawn and that's not something you want to happen, it makes sense to ban them. Yeah. I want to test something real quickly. Can I do... Nope. 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 I did not mean to do that. Wait, I have an idea. What if I get a shelf? Kind of looks like a... no. Oh, I didn't even think about using the shelf here. What's this? So this is a creative copy of my hardcore world, and this is a coastal medieval village that we are planning in. I already built half of it for a video, and I want to build the other half pretty soon. Sorry if you can hear laundry in the background. But that's kind of what's going on here. Right now we are just detailing all these carts. So this cart we have right here is like a fishmonger or something like that. Oh, and we could even add a barrel so that it can, like, he can be a fisherman. That's fun. That's cute. Yes. So this is our fish stand. Let's also get a item frame. And maybe he's showing off some of his fish as well. Ooh. I do have a nautilus shell in my, like, storage somewhere. Maybe some sort of exquisite fish. And then in the middle, we'll do... let's do salmon. Because this kind of looks like it could be salmon. It's okay. Christian Chess is my husband. It's okay. It's okay. He's actually playing the live stream. How cute. Even though you should play it on the landscape version. Alright. We got our fish hut complete. I don't think we really need any more details. Now we gotta figure out our other three. Oh, wait. It'd be so fun to, like, have a cart here as well. Alright. What should this person be selling here? What could they sell? My cat just, like, smelled a candle, or is, like, near a candle, and he's like... It was really funny. Ooh, candle! A candle shop. That could be fun and cute. Alright. Let me just pick a random candle. Oh, that's boring. I want colorful. That was none of them. Orange. Orange candles it is. Let's get some orange candles. And we'll do some, magenta could be fun. We'll do a couple lanterns as well. We probably should have lanterns anyway to add lighting. So this can be a candle shop. I like that. That's kind of fun. Wait. Let's set it to nighttime. Oh, it's so dark. Wow. And we need to add some candles because it's or some lighting. It's really dark. There we go. There's one. Does that look bad? Maybe we can do it off of this. Well, that won't connect. We'll do a completely oxidized one. I know these are like way more painful to gather. But I think it'll be worth it. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know that the thing's kind of low though. What in the world? Okay, I don't know what that was about. Let's actually just do... Oh, I have replace mode enabled somehow. That looks kind of weird though. Maybe we just need to do like a little lamppost. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a good coastal lamppost inspiration. see if any of these ideas look nice. I just want something coastal. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So I'll show you. There's this really cool lamppost. Don't know if you can, how well you can see it. But it's like copper. And it's really skinny and simple. I really like that. That's so fun. Oh, I love that. Except I'm going to make a little variation of it. I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use a iron. No, not iron. Copper. Wait, no. I need... Actually... waxed. This could be... Actually, no, not this. This could be good. Is that waxed? Yes, waxed. Copper bar. Waxed lightning rod. And then the waxed copper lantern. Okay, let's see how this looks. So we start off with this guy. We'll have to put something on top. Temporarily. What if we did that? A little variation. Oh, that looks really nice. I like that a lot. I think that looks good. So it's like a little bit of a variation on the one I saw, but honestly, I really like how it looks. Even, oh my gosh, it is so dark. I can barely see my screen. Let's bring up the gamma just enough for y'all to be able to see everything a little bit better. I mean, I love the atmospherics mod I have, but it does make everything extremely dark. Ooh, I want this, I guess I'll put this up here. Oh no. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I thought, even though I'm in like creative, I really thought that was a creeper for a second. And that scared me. That was pretty scary. All right. And let's also put one here, kind of just... I know the orange doesn't match perfectly, but it matches enough. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's put the gamma back down to 60. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Let's add one more right here. That is so fun. And honestly, I can set these up throughout the camp. I mean, these have lanterns. Ooh. Alright, I don't need any promotion stuff, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it. Honestly, let's do the mainly... Let's do the wax weathered here. Hello, evil god. That's an interesting name, that's for certain. Welcome to this stream. We are doing some creative planning for my hardcore world. We are working on this medieval coastal village and just kind of doing some designing, seeing how it goes. I was working on these little villager stalls, which I'm not done with, but I got sidetracked wanting to add in some fun little lights. I found this design similar to this online with a lamppost like this, but I decided to make my own version of this, like so. And my idea is that I kind of like having some of the more oxidized lamps off the coast, because I kind of imagine the salty air from the ocean might make them rust a little bit. So I thought that'd be a fun little thing just to change it up. Make sure I got all of them. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I put the game in night mode so I could kind of have an idea of what the lamps look like and how many we need to place. Because it's really dark in some parts of the city right now. Like, if I put on an overlay, there's a lot of spawnable areas. Like, behind the church, there's some spawnable areas. On this coastline, there's a lot of spawnable areas. And I want this village to be mainly safe, at least. Even here, there's a lot of spawnable stuff. The entrance is pretty spawnable. With these, though, I think I'm just gonna do... Oh, wait. Let me check something. Which one did I use? I used them not fully oxidized. Let me fix that. No, I have that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Part of this village was designed before all the extra copper stuff got added, but that's okay. Well, it'll be a mix. But what I'm thinking is we'll get some warped fences. And honestly, the lightning rod could be really cool too. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. That's really unfortunate that that had happened. I can't talk. That happened to you. Let's do fully oxidized. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My husband's playing chess in the background. Okay, I think that's everything. So my idea here, we have to at least bring down the gamma some again. Actually, let's bring it down to here and bring it up a little bit. That's about good. I'm thinking we add some like you're never joining back on that the Sunny and SMP because they banned you for absolutely no reason. I'm sorry to hear that. That's never a good time. Oh, chains. That's what you're missing. That's kind of fun. A little changing it up. That at least makes the main area spawn proof. Oops. Maybe we have to extend this a little bit. That's so we can like have some lantern action. Let's do normal chain. I actually don't like how that looks. Never mind. Let's get rid of that. Maybe we'll just go back to the other style. For right here. There we go. That's better. At least a little bit. Let me get rid of that so it doesn't... Alright, that's kind of fun. A little, like, hangy bits. I'm getting tired. I'm actually going to enable the time again because it's dark and I want it to be morning light because I love morning light. So I'm just going to... I think the dark's making me sleepy or something. I'm going to take a nap. Even though this is creative. And then... I can't believe they changed the, like, thing you write in for it. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Back to it. So this is our candle shop. I think it'd be fun to include some banners just for some added pop of color. Because I really don't know what else to do for details. Just cracked my neck. Let's see. Let me see if I can see any ideas. Minecraft candle villager stall. I'm not really seeing anything crazy. There's nothing really. I wish, guess the first card in your hand. Like what type of card? Like Uno? Solitaire cards? Like what cards are we talking about? I wish that we could color our water and cauldrons in Java. That'd be so fun. We'll do some regular candles in the mix. Oh, we could do like a carpet. Okay, so normal cards. I don't know, a 3 of spades. That's just... It'd be fun if we added a magenta carpet, like maybe some of the wax spilled. Oh my gosh, what was that sound effect? I have no clue what that sound effect was. I'm so confused as to what that sound effect was. I really don't know what it was. If y'all know, please let me know. So maybe some wax spilled. That's kind of fun. Let's get a flint and steel. Maybe let's have this one lit. Just to add some ambiance. And that one, sure. We'll put some candles in the corner here, like they're like not ready maybe for, or they're like extra. I wonder how a shelf would do here. They look so tiny in there. I don't know about that. I think that's good for this one. Wrong. 6 of hearts. Let's do some dark oak signs. As like little shop signs. Oh, that goes too high. Kind of, we can pretend. Yeah, that works. All right, give me a name for this villager that's gonna be, or like the name of his shop. Something fishmonger. The fish shop? We could do that. The fishy shop? I like that. That's cute. The fishy shop. And I'm going to change it to like white dye. Just make it stick out. I would maybe get like, I would try to do glow squid ink, but that's, I don't have a lot of that. I feel like that's hard to come by. Wrong again. What if it's a clover or ace of clover, clover ace, whatever. This place, I had a name for it. Casey. Casey's melts. All right, we got 2 more shops. What should they be for? I don't want to do a banner shop because we already have a banner, like, sales shop here. And I don't want to do, like, a floral one because we have a, like, floral one over here. It could be literally anything else. I just want... any ideas for what these 2 other shops could be. This one's kind of fun with like the kind of blocked off area. I really love how that looks. I kind of wouldn't mind changing this up and doing some sort of like banners across the side instead of the signs. It's just like a change. Oh, a totem shop? I actually do have totems. I have a lot. And it's gonna be like my place to go when I need totems. That's kind of a good idea. Expensive, but good idea. So we can make a totem shop. I kind of have a name idea for it already. Totem Pops. Because you would go here after your totem pops. Totem Pops. Maybe we could try to incorporate the... Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. That's cute. And then maybe let's do some like emeralds and gold as well. Just kind of, I don't know, I think it'd be good. That's cute. And then I have like a kind of like a cool place where I can put a lot of my totems, my extra ones. Or like, I mean, I keep a lot of my extra ones in a shulker box, but honestly, it could be fun to just store some in here. Apple? I don't know what you mean by apple. Last place. Any ideas for our last shop? Oh, look at the shaders in the morning here. They're so pretty. Secret base. I don't have a secret base. That could be fun to do in the future. Maybe we just do like a general... Oh, I know. Let's do a little sapling shop. We'll do a little sapling shop. I know it's kind of similar to Teresa's Bloomin' Vines, but it's different enough for me to want to do it. So I think that's the way we're going. I did not mean to do that. That's cute. Oh, food shop. Oh, too late. I turned it into a little sapling shop. But that's a good idea, the food shop. That would have been good. But we also have a fishing one, so that kind of works as a food shop. I think these are cute, though. Yeah. I think it could also be fun really quickly to throw in some candles here. That would have been a good idea. I'll keep that in mind for like a future little market stall. I want to make like a... Right here, I want to make like a wagon. So let's do mangrove. I'm also gonna look at some ideas just to get a little inspiration flowing. Large, no, medium wagon, Minecraft. Okay, so using like the... Oh, I like that design. Here's a design that I like pretty much. Pretty cool looking. I'll change it up a little, but that's a general good like idea for what I want. But I think before we do a wagon, we need to do our road. So let's get our sand. Let's get our mushroom stem, and then our birch. All right. I'm just kind of splattering it around for now, and we'll see if I like it or not, and then go from there. A wagon with supplies. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking of, like a wagon with food and supplies. Oops. All right. So the only downside about using mushroom stems for a road is that if you're using it for that inner texture, you have to cover up the outer texture. I meant to do that. Sorry. My shader reload is the same as my replace mode, so it like does this weird low glitchy thing. You agree with what I said about what? I missed it. I'm not sure the context. I kind of am a little lost. Oops. There we go. So now this whole section is done. Aside from our cart. So for our cart, I think the mangrove cart would actually be fun because I feel like I don't really use mangrove for that much because it's just such a painful block to gather. If we do that though, I think I want to do a different wheel color. Stairs, slab, fence gate. And then we'll do dark oak. All right. So I am going to take some of the inspiration from the design with like the shape. Because basically the shape has it. Oh, what you said about the last shop? Oh, okay, cool. Make those our wheels. We're basically taking the general shape of it, and then I'm just gonna adjust it for myself. Alright, I don't need that anymore. I just need it kind of mainly for this part here up front. So we're gonna do some... Nope. I meant to click this one. Nope, not that way. Kind of like that. And then Honestly, let's do one more. Remove the A. We don't need that. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that. Oh, it has to be like that? That's okay. That's okay. We will get some kelp. Dried kelp block. We'll get some decorated pots. And then barrels. And then we'll do, how can I do that? I want to do fruit. I just got to think about how to do it in a way that it looks like fruit. I have an idea. Might be a little controversial. Of using, hear me out, regular redstone ore. It's a very rare block. I do have some in my actual world. Well, I would do that, but then you can't see the fruit. And I want to be able to see the fruit. But that's a good idea. It kind of could be like some sort of... Like, this could be the container. And then... But we put it in the middle. And then we surround it with other things. So it doesn't just look like a redstone ore. So, like, the sides are covered. Like, I would use some, like, coral, but then I have to find a way to get water underneath, and then that wouldn't work for a cart very well. I could use some melon, though. Could put some melon in there. That's a good idea. I would use resin if I had it, because resin can look like fruit. You can put it on almost anything, I think. But I don't have any resin. There it is, beehive. A beehive could be a good block to be like a crate. We'll put watermelon here and there. Oh, we can't do it there. Shoot. Let's do that. Do that. And then we can do that. And then... let's do another dried kelp. And then a campfire that's burnt out. And then you put like fish on it. Not salmon specifically. Put some salmon on there. Kind of like it's being dried out for cooking. Like salt cured. Let's see. Food. What's some other food we could do? Oh, I have another idea as well. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do salmon. Do I want to do pork? Well, I feel like I'm not going to include weapons just because this is supposed to be a food cart. But I do have an idea of getting a grass block. And then, I don't know, let's get some spruce. And if we put a grass block here and then spruce, we can grow a sweetberry bush. And then the sweetberry bush can be some more fruit. I kind of like that. I liked how that turned out. And maybe a sapling that could be like some sort of spice. Actually, we could do acacia. I feel like acacia could look like some sort of like spice off of something. But we'll need a small pot as well. There we go. That definitely looks like a food cart. That's fun. Cute. And then here, our little guy, he can travel here. Not that most of these roads are probably not very cart friendly, but that's okay. We can use our imaginations. Like, I don't think this part of the road is very cart friendly. That's so fun, a little produce cart. Even though part of me kind of wants to do this like this. So that kind of looks more like a cart to me. Fun. Cool. We got a little cart. So maybe some people will snag some from there as well, in addition to at our little stations. I wonder, are those spawn proof at the top? Those are. Cool. Cool. Is our whole dock spawn proof? Yes, it is. The whole place isn't spawn proof, but I don't need all of it to be spawn proof, just a lot of it. Awesome. Oh, I don't know what I accidentally turned on replace mode. Alright, so our market area is officially done. The next things on our list, we could either do the butcher house, or we could do our boat, like, pole dock thing. We also should probably add some light to so this is our resident dock. So we have a resident dock, and then we have like a visitor dock. So only residents can use this dock to kind of avoid the traffic. So we're gonna make a couple of stands here. I'm so used to being vigilant that me hearing a skeleton right now, I'm like, wait, where is it? So it doesn't kill me, but I'm not in hardcore mode right now. I'm in a copy of my hardcore world. So I want to include our little lamps here for our little local dock. And I'm actually going to search up some, like, a lot of when I build stuff, I do take inspiration. Sometimes with houses, I just, like, go for it. But sometimes it does help to just get a little bit of inspiration from, like, reference photos, things like that. So I'm going to, like, I don't know what I'd search for, but, like, a boat pole... repair boat pole. I don't know what you'd call it. Because basically they would have like a shipyard, I guess. Small medieval shipyard. Yeah, okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Essentially, you have a shipyard and it has like a pull section where you pull the boat up with like multiple people working at it. So that is what I want to create. This is a great inspo picture. I actually like the shape of the house as well, so I think I might do that. But before I finish that, I do need to figure out how far up this is getting pulled. Oh, there's the skeleton. Wow, in full armor too. So I'm thinking it pulls up this way. So there's like 2 blocks per pole section. And then it gets into a flattened area for the ship to actually be in. Yeah, this is like an underwater, like, weird cave that leads into an actual cave that we're gonna pretend doesn't exist. So this will actually be wood. I'm going to use dark oak just because I feel like it's just a good, like, damp looking wood. And we're going to kind of do it like that. We're going to have to get rid of this. And then it'll go down. Maybe it should be 3. 3. And then it goes down. We have 1, 2, 3, and then it's here. Guess I didn't have to get rid of all that. Wait, sorry. Think you should, the way to get a skeleton horse is a horse getting struck by lightning. Yes, that is correct. I'm pretty sure. Are you in a server? I am not in a server. This is a creative copy of my hardcore world. And yes, I am going to do it with slabs. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Transitioning it with slabs. And it pulls it in. And honestly, in this inspo picture, I do see like a section that is also just stone. And so I'm thinking maybe we'll do that as well. Just like a little walking path. I'm gonna do cobble. And then oops, did not mean to do that. Because I could see the boat just coming up here. And then, like, for the people helping pull it on, it comes here. Which that also means that we will have to break this down and fill in the space. But that's okay. And normally I like things to look really organic, but because of this is like an actual pulley system that I imagine the town designed, or people in the town designed, it makes sense that it's going to be pretty cut and clear. We could add a retaining wall here. Any color or stone material recommendations for this, please let me know. And then yeah. Like I said, I normally don't like to make things so like cut and clear, but I think for this it makes sense to make it very cut and clear. Okay, so here I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter. And then it'll transition and it'll go to our oak. That's kind of the general shape I'm thinking. And then it kind of becomes more just cobble with a little bit of mossy cobble in the mix, but mainly cobble. Sorry, sir. And then we'll go into complete cobble. All right, that's actually pretty cool. And then we'll get our buckets, because what you can do is to make this part look more like it belongs, you can waterlog that. And it's actually really cool that you can waterlog slabs, because then it is a smoother transition into our land. That's really cool looking. And honestly, I'm okay with keeping this natural instead of like the blocky structure it has on there being like very intentional, because this is, again, it's like for the small town. Now for the house. So what I think I'm going to do, I do like the like the shape it has. It's like, I'm gonna do 5. 5. And then 3. And 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Like that. And then it'll go, literally, I'll build it into the side. And the inside here, of course, will be at level. Cool. That's a good shape. Now, I do like how this one in the picture, the reference photo, has like stone for the base and then it goes into wood. And so I'm thinking what we're going to do is do like a tough base and then go into birch. I think that's a nice lighter color. It'll look kind of like beachy. So that's what I'm going to do. So the question is, am I going to do messy tough? Or am I going to do more polished? And honestly, I can smooth this over even more. In some areas. Like that. I like that. Smooths it out a little bit. That means we'll have to adjust this too. Oh, I meant to get that. There you go. Any ideas for our retaining wall? What color palette we should use? Can't talk. We should do. And honestly, what I might also do is terraform this a little bit to be kind of like they drag the boat here and then do another retaining wall. Like, retaining walls are completely okay to do if you do them in the right areas. I just don't like doing retaining walls everywhere. All right. Actually, I'm going to keep that as grass for now. Hello, Aquafina. Welcome to the stream. All we're doing is just finishing this village that I started making in my hardcore world. We're doing a creative design first, and then I'll end up putting it in my hardcore world later. And right now we are building a like shipyard, ship fixing place. I don't know what you'd call it. So yeah, that's what we're up to. Mossy cobble, then where it has no water should just be cobble. Maybe, but then that kind of like, I want to separate from this area. We'll keep our ideas open for it. All right. So we have our base. Actually, before we finish our base, it would probably be smart for me to make our little land area. Oh, thank you so much. All right. So this will be our path. It's pretty narrow, but it works. That gives enough space, kind of, not really, for a ship to be able to be repaired. Just barely enough. Unless we did this one more out. That's the most I think I can bring it out. Yeah, that works. And then that gives just enough path space for this to be 3 wide. Just barely enough. And that gives a little bit more space to have the shipyard. All right, now we can get on designing this part. Oh, it's just shaders. It's complementary unbound shaders. That's really all I have. And then I have like a texture pack from Flip that just changes the flowers a little bit. But yeah, it does look really, really amazing and pretty. All right, I think that will be our floor. For our floor, I think I want to do just some deep slate and cobbled deep slate. Just to kind of keep it rough looking. Nope, not that. Because this is you haven't heard about it? Yeah, it's just a shader pack. It's really awesome though. I really love it. I don't always play with it, but sometimes it's kind of fun. I actually feel like the best way you're able to figure out if a design is good in Minecraft is by actually seeing it without shaders. Because if it looks good without shaders, then you know that it's a good build, and shaders isn't just making it look prettier. So that's our floor. And then we're gonna get our base. Of our tuff. And Just for a little bit of reinforcement, I'm just gonna add... I don't want it to be super fancy, so I'm just gonna add some regular tuff, or regular polished tuff. Just to act as like a little bit of reinforcement. Nothing crazy. Alright, well this actually needs to be tough as well. Cool. Actually, I want to make it a 2-wide door like that. Perfect. Oh, my building is complicated? Well, I've been playing Minecraft since 2020, and I just, like, I developed a style over many years. My style has evolved. I just kind of see what, you know, YouTubers I'm interested in, how they build. Like, Flip is a big inspiration for me on how he builds, and then I just build, you know, how I feel I want to build. So this is our base of our build. I'm thinking we're going to do birch. Maybe a little bit of oak in the mix. The oak just kind of acts as bits that have been, like, kind of gotten old over the years. And we're just going to keep it up. I really want to stay true to the reference picture that I found, which is this, and keep it with the planks, because I really do like how the planks look in this. So that's what I'm doing. So, because I just don't want it to be too smooth around the edges. I really want to just use the planks. Okay, that's a pretty good height. You might become the best builder for... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And then to kind of separate this, let's do some stripped oak. As just like a separation block, just to separate the first floor from the second floor. Which the small part of the building is only going to have 1 floor, and I think that the second part is going to have a second floor, but a shorter second floor. Who's that in the background? That's my husband. He's playing chess right now. We're both just hanging out, doing our own thing. It's okay. It's whatever. All right, now we're going to dirty it up with our oak. Say hey. I don't think he can hear right now. He's got headphones in. Like, they're really good sound canceling headphones too. All right, so that is our first floor. You know, I feel like it's a little too tall, actually. I think that's too tall for the first floor. So I'm actually going to... Nope, not do that. I'm going to lower this all by 1. Yeah, well, I was going to add blocks in. I just was like... I definitely think that it needs to be 1 shorter for the base floor. That's for certain. Like, sometimes with the scale I would do is... It would be that tall, because I would just add another block and then add trapdoors for the door. But for this one... It's only supposed to have a top, like a second floor for this section. So that is our first floor. And then our second floor, you know, let's start working on the roof. I'm going to do spruce. I'm kind of imagining that this is like definitely an older build. I'm just going to go really basic with the frame it has in the reference picture. Because I want to stay true to the reference picture in this instance. With obviously I can make adjustments where I think are necessary, but overall I do want to keep this to look like do a new door design. I mean, I could mess around, see what I can come up with. But right now I think I want to just focus on getting our roof situated. Normally I do like an underpiece, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time. Alright, that's our little roof. Very basic. And then the rest of it, how it kind of builds it is that it has a small roof. And then it goes up a little bit. And this is completely like new for me as far as like a design goes. I normally don't build roofs like this, but I was like, I want to try it out, see how it looks. All right. Or do I want to lower this? Do I want to like that? I do think I'm going to do that. Let me use my birch, because that's the main block I'm trying to use. You're gonna watch main pair. I'll come back to check your progress. Oh, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, let's try this. Actually, I still think it needs to go 1 more in. Yeah, well, that's for this one, that's the main color I want to do. I just like to throw in a little bit of the, throw in a little bit of our other block just to add some depth. And again, this might look absolutely terrible by the time I'm done. I'm really just experimenting. Let's see. Like, this could end up looking bad. But the only way to improve your building is by trying new things. Oh no, it's an even number. That's no good. That's not good at all. Alright. Have to make a slight adjustment because we don't like even numbers when it comes to building stuff. Stairs on top. Yeah, I'm going to. I realized it wasn't even. I mean, it was even, and I don't like to make my builds even. I like uneven because it makes the roofs look better. So I'm just adjusting that. Okay. Let's try this. I might end up destroying all this if I don't like it. This is not working out how I want it to work out. See, this is why sometimes it's just trial and error. Like, in theory, the idea I was thinking would be really cool, but it's just... Hello, welcome, Madeline. We're just trying to figure out a cool, funky roof design, but I don't think it's gonna work how I want it to work out, unfortunately. So I think I'm just gonna have to go for a normal generic roof design, because so far this is not looking so great. Once I did that, Like I said, major work in progress. We are basically, oh, and for those who are new in the stream, we are creative planning for my hardcore world. Yeah, I just don't think this design is working. It's working out how I want it to. Let's just go generic. It was worth a try. Like I said, I did like to try new things, but in this instance, it just wasn't working in my favor. As cool as the concept was of having like a double roof, it just wasn't working out. I keep on clicking too many things. It's generic, but it works. I'm not upset by it. What I do want to do is get some spruce fence gates. See how that would look. Actually, like that. A little trapdoor action, or that. All right. That looks a lot better. Not as fun and interesting, but definitely a more normal looking idea. Even though I do notice in the reference image is that it has this like little rickety stand thing on the outside, which I think is really fun. And I definitely want to incorporate that. And it almost looks like it opens in here. Like it opens into this area. Which is really interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool. Kind of like a pulley almost. And then we're just gonna go with some... Oh, man. Alright, on the corners, we're gonna have to go up a block. Or... Yeah, we're gonna have to go up a block on the corners, but that's okay. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna really be too noticeable. Oh, that's one too far out. Like, it might look a little janky, but it's fine. You could even, like, make it look like it's supposed to be that way. And then it kind of looks like it's intentional. Even though I also think I want to extend the land there. Kind of like that. That's kind of fun. And then it actually has a bit of a, almost like a pulley, which is interesting. Let's see. Let's do that. And then we need to get some chains. I'm just experimenting, trying to recreate kind of how it looks with the pulleys. This might have to be regular spruce fence and then a pulley like that. And honestly, what we could even do is extend it out one, and then it can be a pulley over here. A pulley, and then on this side, instead of doing it a pulley 2A's, we can kind of give it a weight that kind of like helps with the pulley system. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. And I noticed there is supposed to be like a little window here. Which is pretty cool. I'm gonna use a copper grate for that. And then all you have to do is add like a little thing like that. Wait, like that. Nope. Oh, can I not do it like that on this side? Wait a second. Oh, man. Alright, actually, we are going to bring this one out. And then we should be able to do it. Oh man, that's not working out. I'll put one here just temporarily. Oh, can it not? Will it not do that? It will only do that if there's another block, probably. Oh, gosh darn it. I thought that was gonna be really cute. Alright. It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Put a boat in the water. How can I kind of rig it? That works. That's I mean, it's a little wonky, but I like that. That gives it the idea I was going for enough. Honestly, I want to replace this with stone. Because I feel like that'll look more like a weight. Yeah. And then we're going to do a grate here as well. Wrong one. Oops. And hopefully here we won't have to do that weird little trick. Should probably finish this roof too. All right. Let's do our roof. We'll have to make this a full block. I got a lot less chatty. I think it's because I'm starting to get tired. You mean, streaming's been really fun and it's been a nice little break instead of editing a video, because I just didn't have the mental capacity to edit a video today. Alright, we got to adjust this. Let's see, how can we adjust this in such a way probably have to do a little bit of a... That's fine. Actually, we could always do that. Roofs in Minecraft are really weird. There we go. We fixed it. Oops. Didn't realize those would delete that. Wasn't sure. I had to double check. Alright, let's fix this corner. Fix this corner. Alright. Now that that is settled, what type of door do I want to do? I feel like the jungle doors would be fun. And then you get your jungle trapdoors to make it a little extra big door. And then, honestly, I'm fine with the second floor just being the birch. And then, it looks like it has a side door, which definitely makes sense. A little side door. Yeah, this is looking really cute so far. And then, just to add some old bits. Actually, I want to do mud. So we're going to do some mud in the mix. Mud and jungle. Just a little bit. Because... Let me also turn off shader so I can actually see. Kind of looks like patchwork. Like they had some, like, maybe they had some flooding issues or something and they had to fix it. That's kind of the thinking with like little patches like that. Is that it just adds some age to the building a little bit. Add some details. I especially like to try to do them in like corners sometimes, because I feel like that's where you're more likely to have like some water damage. I don't know why I did that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do want to do an interior. For sure. There we go. That looks really nice. And there is a chimney. So for the chimney, I'm just going to go back to the tuff. Keep it pretty simple. And I'm going to do a soul campfire. And dark oak. It's been kind of fun building in with shaders. And then here I'm gonna add a soul campfire and then add a shelf and then a little topper. And the reason why we are adding a soul campfire is because at nighttime it's gonna glow less than the regular campfire would. Again, we can honestly use this. For the interior. And then I'm going to make this section inaccessible. Yeah, so what you do is you get a block you can place it on. So I placed the campfire on the tuff, and then I just put a tuff wall on top and covered it with the dark oak. It's a really cool little trick. And this can be cut out. Oops. Boom. And so, like I said, this is going to be cut out like it does not exist. We're going to pretend it's not there. And then here, we are just going to fill this in. And then we're going to... Let's actually lower that again. Use this as a floor. Like so. And then I'm going to fix that too. I think I'm going to use this section to build a little staircase out of spruce. Actually, yeah, we could do it like that. And then we'll get our spruce. And this time, I kind of changed it up. This time, I'm just going to fill it in. And then it goes up. You have to squat, but that's okay. It goes up like this. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we've been It's like a boat dock area where basically they drag in their boat to repair it, and this is the repair shop. So, pretty fun. You know, that actually reminds me. What do you mean where it looks like it's turning? I'm not sure I follow what you're saying. I mean, it sounds cool, but I just don't know what you're referring to like that with that. Let's get a tough stare. Yeah, I'm gonna add a lantern. Oh, like a little lantern on the staircase? Maybe. I'll see what I can do. Even though this actually needs to be a functioning or a somewhat functioning little fire pit. So let's get actual. Let's do. Do I want to do it like that, or we'll let you do it, just a little campfire. And then we'll do a pale oak sign as kind of like the hearth. We're gonna add a workbench. We're gonna add a stone cutter. But I also want to get some stone and make it kind of look like it's some sort of actually a stone slab. I want to make it kind of look like it's an actual thing they're using. So it's like they like cut something with it. Maybe they cut their wood there. That's kind of my idea behind the stone cutter there. And then let's look at our functional blocks. Let's see. This is a really cool inspiration picture. I'm going to take a screenshot of it for sure, because I want to search something up. I'm going to search up. Do you like, where the first 3 steps go up, the third one just goes forward? Like try and make it turn where it's connecting. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think that'll work because I have to have in order for that to work, I'd have to do it like this. I'd have to do it like that. Which, honestly, that's not the worst. It does fill in the space. Yeah. Kind of like that. That works. Yeah. Let's get some white banners. Kind of like that's their, they're working on their flags. You know, I actually do want to add a bell somewhere in the town for like a gathering point, because even if it's like, or did I already do that? Did I do that here? I did not. Huh. I thought I would have added a bell. Did I add a bell in the church? Okay, so I'm gonna add a bell to... I guess that works. I don't know. I just thought of that. I want to make it so that the villagers can meet somewhere with a discreet bell. That's so cool looking. And then I do think we need, even if they're small, we do need some windows on the side. Let's continue with the grates. And then we'll use some dark oak. Just to add the depth. I like that. Just adding a little natural light into the workshop. Let's see. I do want to make a like log pile, but like I know there's like some generic ones people do. But it could be kind of fun to see if there's any other new designs. I don't think there is. I think it would make sense to have like a log pile. Maybe that can be kind of in the back here, because this is a pretty empty space. Let's do spruce. Mix in some stripped spruce. Campfires as well. Actually, wait. We'll do a dark. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Even though I'm literally in creative copy of my hardcore world. And then should add horse. Oh, like a, oh, you mean like a stable? Not over there, but over here, I do have a horse stable. But you could do like a horse stable, like maybe like a horse stay, like helps here with the, like the horse does the pulling, helps with the pulling some. Let's get a shovel. And I know this is very generic, but there's really no unique ideas I saw out there. I wish I could add it over that. That'd be so cool. I do like the idea of having the wood there. because then it's like that's where they get some of their material to help build and fix their boats. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think. Words are hard sometimes. I'm also extending this just a little bit so it can be more of a workspace. And then I'm gonna do coarse dirt and gravel again. I normally do like coarse dirt and then some rooted dirt, but I feel like since we're in a beachy area, that it might make sense to have gravel instead. Sorry, I'm just going over to my parents for dinner, but it's 7 o'clock. And my mom hasn't texted me, so I'm gonna make sure. Okay. For our retaining wall, I kind of want to change it up and do some deep slate. And then dark oak slabs. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. And then as kind of like a border, we'll do that. And then our actual, can I make a farm? Well, I already have 2 fields. And in my main area, which this isn't updated to the episode I'm about to put out, or the previous episode either. That's kind of crazy. This is an older copy of my world. I already have this whole farming district, which I want to expand on later. Is there any farm in particular you're thinking about? And I'm probably going to end up ending the stream in like 10, 15 minutes. Something like that. To head over to my parents for dinner. Just so y'all know. Alright, so this needs to be a whole work yard. And so, honestly, I just want to continue with the gravel and the coarse dirt. A farm with animals? I mean, I do have, like, you mean like a food farm or like a aesthetic cute farm? Because I do have a barn over the mountain, and I do plan on putting a butcher place here. Currently, I'm working on this shipyard. There we go. Little work yard. Normally, I don't texture like this, but I was like, why not texture it like this for fun? It's not my normal style, though. My normal style for texturing is I usually try to make the colors kind of match together. Make it where there's tools are scattered around the table. That's a good idea. Gosh darn it, I messed it up. No. Gosh darn it, I messed it up again. No! Oh my gosh, I need to turn off the replace mod right now. Because I'm making mistakes. I know this doesn't look like a lot of space for a boat, because it's not, and realistically, they would definitely need more space for a boat. But that's a-okay. We'll just pretend it's enough space for a boat. And here I want to have a nice retaining wall as well. Let me do the scatter tools before I forget. So we need a item frame. And we need, let's do an axe. We'll do an iron axe, a copper pickaxe, a shovel, an iron shovel. So let's leave one there. There. Actually, you know, I like that. Shovel. Pickaxe. I want to do another axe here. Nope. And then let's do a couple inside. Let's do a shovel, or an axe, I mean, there. Let's do a pickaxe here. That's pretty fun. That's a good idea. And then for the upstairs, we're just going to do barrels. We're going to do some dried kelp. We're going to do some chests. Just a normal chest, not a copper chest. We're also going to do a bee hive. And then we need a light up here. We'll do a normal lantern. Let's do a chain. Chain, lantern. And then down here, we can do a scaffold. And that's a tight fit, but that's okay. Scaffold, lantern, candle. Maybe they bought some of the orange candles, because why not? Right there. Because that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I like that a lot. And then we do need a lantern outside. Oh. Missing a detail. Let's go back here to this. Like that. Just back to what it was before. And then maybe we just add like a little light like that instead. Actually, for this one, let's add like a little thing like that, kind of like to block off as like this is their area. That's fun and cute. I think we're closing in on the details for this. Let's get a grass. And maybe a short dry grass. Because I think you can put grass on this. Cute. And then kind of to make this a little bit more rickety. Like they've been doing this for a while. Add some like definitely sketchy bits that look like they like are just falling apart. You're gonna send your friends to this channel so you subscribe? Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. I really appreciate that. Wait, this should definitely have dirt underneath it. Or stone or something. Let's do stone. I don't know, I just feel like stone makes sense. Kind of a little rough around the edges. And then, let's see. Skinny Minecraft boat designs. Let's look at some boat designs. I don't want to do a full boat. I want to do like part of a boat. Flipped over sideways if possible. Like a boat that's broken. That's kind of fun. Like a broken boat. And maybe make that like part of its... thing, and then let's get some white carpet. Oh, and then let's do a little spruce slab too. So it looks like there's like a hole and everything like that. Like that's cute. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, with that being said, I definitely do need to head out because dinner for my parents is going to be ready soon and I don't want to miss out on that. And so, yeah, that's what I just did. Like a hole like that. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying around and subscribing and liking if you're on Twitch side. You can also check out my YouTube channel if you're interested. And this was a lot of fun. And the last thing I got for you is, well, let me actually first go to normal webcam. All I got for you is that Jesus loves you. Thank you. Bye.